All right, everybody. Welcome to the weekly assignments video for week 3. Okay. So this week we're gonna have 3 things that are due. Um, so we're gonna have our weekly drawing. Okay, like we have every week. That's why it's called weekly. So that should be same kind of thing. We got a little bit to talk about with that. It'll be in the next slide. We're gonna have our ecosystem population pretest because we are starting that stuff up. We're gonna do a new unit. Okay, and we'll get into that when we take notes in just a bit. And then I need to explain the ecosystem project. Okay, that is not due this week. You'll hear more about it in just a second. Okay, so don't worry too much by seeing ecosystem project. Okay, we're going to be building on that. I'm just going to give you some explanation of what it is and get you started on that. Okay, all right. So weekly drawing activity, same assignment, new week. Okay, same kind of thing. You're going to go outside for 30 minutes. You're going to draw something in nature. You're going to write a little response about it. Okay, now make sure it's a new assignment. Okay, this isn't turning in the same thing you turned in last week or the week before. Okay, I want you to go out again and draw something different. Okay, try your best. Try to expand your horizon. Go outside and drawing. Now, make sure it's actually drawing. Okay, some of you guys have been posting photos of you doing things outside. That's really cool, but I want you guys to practice some drawing. Okay, because it's going to help in just a little bit with some of the other projects we're going to be doing. Okay. So do practice some drawing. I know we're not all the best artists. Some of you guys are very talented, and I see a lot of really good work. But it's the effort that I'm looking at. It's not the skill of drawing, okay? If I was looking for everyone to be a fabulous painter or drawer, I wouldn't be teaching science. I would be teaching art, okay? I wouldn't be worried about this. So outside 30 minutes, draw some nature, draw something. I don't care what it is. Okay, you can draw a tree, you can draw some dogs you see in the park. You could go look at birds. You could go do something like that. You just go out and experience it. Okay. And also with that, you can do this at any point throughout the week. You don't have to do this at midnight on Sunday. Okay, I saw some of you guys were turning it in like that. Okay, you can do this at any point in the week. Okay, draw something you did in the week by going outside. Okay, something like that. Next assignment is going to be the ecosystem population pretest. It's going to be like the previous unit's pretest. Okay, so I'm going to have a document on the Google Classroom. You guys are just going to fill in the answers. We're going to go through a little PowerPoint slide. You guys are going to fill in your answers. Okay. Nothing too serious. Turn that in by midnight. The sooner the better, because then I can look to see what I need to plan for and build on for later. Okay. So get these done. I mean, these two pretty standard stuff. Knock them out pretty easy. Okay. Next one. This is the ecosystem project. Okay. I mentioned we're going into a new unit. This is going to be something we're kind of going back to. It's not going to be like a big final evaluation kind of thing. This is going to be something we're having a lot of assignments that are going to build into to make this big project. Okay, so you're not going to have to do all of it at once. You're going to build onto it and do small assignments that will overall make the big project. Okay, so it's going to include multiple assignments. Okay, and like I said, you're not going to do them all at once. You're going to do them bit by bit, so it's a little bit easier to manage. Okay, they're going to include drawing posters. Okay, and I'll show you what those posters are going to look like in the next couple of videos. You may have seen some of the science posters drawn around in different science classrooms that show ecosystems in across Colorado. Okay, those were actually made by a man named Paul Gray. He is a substitute teacher at Palisade. He actually did some subbing for Mr. Baskin last semester. He also is the brother to Miss Rush. So they're related. He's been here. He's done a lot of that. He's very artistic and very talented when it comes to a lot of the drawing and outdoor nature drawing, I guess the word to use for that. But he's very talented when it comes to that stuff. He used to work, I believe, for the Division of Wildlife, which is what the CPW, the Colorado Parks and Wildlife, were called a couple of years ago. I think he worked for them, and that's when he did all of those. So we're going to be looking at his art and going through different ecosystems there. You guys are going to get the opportunity to kind of replicate some of those things, okay, within that project. You are also going to create a field guide. So if you're not familiar with what a field guide is, you're going to get some more feedback and some more info as far as that stuff goes in the next couple of weeks. But we're going to be creating a field guide is basically just a list of animals and plants and other things in the wild within an ecosystem that you can look out for. Okay, you use a field guide to identify these different things. So it's going to have pictures, it's going to have names, it's going to have info about these things, so that when you go out into that area, you can identify the flowers and the trees and all those different things there. Okay, nothing too serious. It's just going to be a little bit of a research, kind of build something kind of creative. Okay. Ecosystem, food web, and food chains. Within your ecosystem, we're going to be talking about food chains and how energy is transferred across different trophic levels. And you're going to learn more about those different words I just said in the next couple weeks. So you're going to be building an ecosystem, food web, and food chain based on your specific ecosystem. Okay, so it's not just going to be, the bunny gets eaten by the snake, which gets eaten by the hawk. Okay, that could be for a specific ecosystem that we're going to be talking about, but that might not be your specific one. Okay, so we're going to come back to these ecosystems for the rest of the semester. So what this assignment that's going to be due this week, there's going to be a small little list, okay, on the Google Classroom. All I need you to do is I need you to pick your top 3, or we're going to, instead of do top 3, we're going to rank all of the ecosystems based off of the one that you would like to do most, okay, the one that you would be doing research and all of these other projects for the most, okay? And I'm going to get that back and organize it out and get you a list of who's doing what by next week, okay? So this is going to be weird. Take note, okay? I'm going to say it again. Take note. This is going to be due Friday, okay? So that I have the weekend to look through everyone's stuff and give them the information for Monday, okay? So you're going to have to turn in this one document by Friday at least, okay? If you don't, I guess it's not a big deal. I'm just going to put you in a group. You just won't have any say for being in a group, okay? So if you're fine with not being in a group, that's okay. Or not choosing your group, that's fine. I will pick for you, okay? But this is to give you guys some choice. You guys can pick which one you would like to do or which ones you would like to most do, so I can organize you accordingly, okay? So get it in by Friday. I know it's a weird one, Friday, but this is just so it's a little easier on everyone's part, okay? So that's going to be the end for our assignments. So you just have 3 things. You've got the drawing activity, you have the little questionnaire for which ones or which ecosystems you want to do, and then you have the pretest, okay? Pretty simple, pretty straightforward this week, okay? All right, so join me in the next video. We're going to be starting on the pretest and talking about the ecosystem unit, and then we're going to go into some further notes, okay? So, see you in the next ones. Bye-bye.